Hello, I am the Average Gamer, and today I will be saying my top 5 armors. These are just my personal favorites, but these will also be like statistically good armors. They're not just going to be appearance-wise, although they do look very nice in my opinion. But here is from my top 5, from number 5 to number 1. 5 being, well, not the best out of all 5 of them, and 1 being the best out of all 5 of them in my opinion. These are good armors. I am using a primarily knight type build, so if you're a mage, this may not apply to you, but I am a knight type character, so you might disagree with me on some of these, but these are my personal ones. Number 5 is got to be the Crucible Axe Armor. Like Crucible, is that what it's called? Crucible Axe Armor. It looks really nice. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it is obviously in the top 5, so it's actually really good armor. It's even better than Hoslow armor, and Hoslow armor is some endgame armor, and I know that's in lots of people's top 10 favorite armors, but this is even better. This is a really great set of armor. I think everyone who's like in late game or even towards like the capital part of the game should definitely get this immediately. It is a great set of armor. It does not weigh too much actually. I mean, I do have a hefty equip load of 140. Granted, I have the Great Dark Arsenal, but it's actually really good to just carry around, and it's not even that heavy. I mean, it's only 81 pounds. I mean, that might be a lot, but compared to the other armors on this list, yeah. But I have a really high endurance. These are some hefty armors I will be listing. Probably the heaviest in the game, but this one's definitely the lightest out of all of them, I'd say. This is a really good one. Statistic-wise, it's pretty good, 6.3, 5.0, 6.1. You can read everything on the screen. Yeah, it's all really good, and it actually, you know, what places this at number 5 is that the one just above it is like slightly better in my opinion. This is the Ordovis one, and it's cool. I mean, I like it. But naturally, I prefer the one upcoming next. So the next one we're going to be talking about is, well, you probably could have guessed by now, is the Tree Armor. I'll try equipping the weapon every time I showcase one of these armors. Let's see, where's the weapon? There it is. See a really good armor. Yep, I'm still rolling. But I personally like this just a tiny bit more than the Crucible Axe Armor. This is debatable. Some people like the Crucible Axe more than they like the tree one. Personally, I think the tree's underrated. If you go to top 5s, usually the Axe Armor is more prominent. I actually really do prefer the design style of this one. I mean, it's just my opinion. This one looks better in my opinion. Also, it comes with a much better weapon. In my opinion. I think the Ordovis sword is, like, good and all, but you just swing it around for a little bit and you come in for, like, a slashing action. Which, in my opinion, is, like, okay, but it's not that good. And it's, like, the only weapon I haven't upgraded to, like, +9 yet. And I've upgraded all these ones to +9. So, I mean, they're pretty good. And I really like this one because it's got a cool charge-up animation, and it's got like that little projectile ancient type light like attack to it, and it's really good for like hitting bosses from like a certain range. It's really good for that. And it just really looks nice. It looks like an improvement. I mean, the horns look bad to some people, but I really like the horns. The design of the shoulder pads is different. There's like a robe or whatever you want to call this. It looks really nice in my opinion. Okay. Number 3 being the Radon Armor. This is actually something that you can get pretty early in the game. Pretty early, I'd say, because you get it in K-Lid, which thinking of this now, this is some seriously good armor. I mean, this is endgame quality armor. I mean, getting it just by beating Radon towards K-Lid, and you can get access to K-Lid very early on in the game. I don't know where any of you are in the game, but this, you can get it pretty early, and considering how good it is, yeah, this is really high quality armor. Not to mention, it actually looks pretty cool in my opinion. It has better stacks than the Crucible Armor. And Crucible Armor is, well, something that you get much later in the game. The Crucible Tree Helm being found in Nakra Eternal City, and the Crucible Axe Helm being found in the capital, which are areas that are unlocked, well after you get Radon's thing. And this is unlocked, or the ability to unlock it, is unlocked right after getting Radon's armor. So yeah, you get these two, well, significantly later in the game, and this one pretty early if you kill Radon, which is kind of optional if you skip the Ronnie questline, but I did it. I actually, on my first playthrough, I beat the game without doing the Ronnie questline at all, without fighting anybody in the Noxtella Eternal City. 0 people. So it's actually really good, and it definitely takes the cake in terms of my top 3, and it looks very nice. It has very good stats. It does weigh 89 pounds. It's slightly more than the Crucible Armor, but it actually looks really nice. And if I can equip the, I want to show you the ability. I mean, it's not that good, but man, Radon as a character is just really good. He's a really good character. See this? I mean, I pay attention to the Elden Ring lore, and Radon, man, he has a very cool backstory, and he has some Godfrey inspired lion armor, which I just think is really cool. And it really matches with like a knight character or something. And he has really cool weapons and just really good armor. I think it's very nice, and like endgame quality armor towards a very, well, very early start in the game. Number 4 being the tree, or number 2 being the tree sentinel armor. This is in second place. I did not upgrade the golden halberd, but I will be showing it for the purpose of, well, showing it. See here. Very nice, showcasing the golden halberd. I have not upgraded it. Its abilities kind of sucks, but you get it from like the first tree sentinel you see at the very beginning of the game. I have the full tree set, so always keep the shield on me because it's actually really good. Even if I'm not wearing it, I don't really care. But it actually looks very nice. It statistically is really good. It takes second place in terms of statistics, and if you have been paying attention to lots of Elden Ring armor videos, then you probably know which one of these is statistically the best. This one, in my opinion, I think it's second to best. I'm not too sure though. I'm like 90% sure it does. See, the way I rank my armors is like, I compare it to another armor and I rank how many how many downsides it has to how many upsides. See, I rate this one better because it's better in most categories, and the only thing that the Malformed Dragon Armor does better is it weighs less, and it does more lightning defense, but it has tons more downsides. So I rate it mainly on how many more downsides, the ratio. So if the ratio of positives is higher, then I rank it as my best. So this is my second best, and it actually, in my opinion, it looks the best. It just looks very nice, very crisp, and it's so nicely designed, and I think it's just really nice. Number 1 has to go to the Veteran Armor. Could have predicted this. I can't find any armor that's like statistically better than this, and if there is, it probably weighs way too much in my opinion. He didn't come with a weapon, so I can't really showcase a weapon for you there, but I guess I'll just hold this. But yeah, pretty much, it's a very nice armor. It kind of looks ridiculous in my opinion. At least the head part. It doesn't look too good on my character specifically, but it is very good armor. This is definitely endgame quality, and you do get it towards a very late part in the game, so you should expect decent quality. And it definitely weighs the most, weighing it at 90 pounds, like exactly 90 pounds. Yeah, it is very nice. Maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing. if I were to do like a most aesthetically pleasing category, then the Tree Sentinel would get #1 because, in my opinion, it just looks the best. This definitely does not look as good as Tree Sentinel armor, but it is my favorite personally because it doesn't look too bad, but just does not look good as a Tree Sentinel armor. It weighs a lot, but I have high endurance, so it doesn't really matter to me. It actually looks very nice, especially when you're in the snow region. When you're in the snow region, this really blends into the environment. So yeah, this looks really nice. So that was my top 5 favorite armors in Elden Ring, based on, well, statistics and, well, looks. Those are just my top 5 in general. More specific top 5s, like looks and, like, yeah, other stuff like that, will probably be some in the future. But those are like my general top 5 armors, being somewhat of like a knight melee user. I do have lots of incantations, but like I'm more of a melee user. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.